Hey everyone, good evening. Welcome to your very own favorite channel. How are you all doing? Hi Arathi, Innovative 26. Hey Muskan, good evening. Yes everyone, I can see that the students are now joining in. Hi Kishri. Yes, of course, Innovative 26, this is live. Good evening Gitika. Yes students, hello Karthik. Hi Krishna. Yes, everyone. So you all know that today's session is about, today we will be discussing quadratic equations in one shot, right? You all know about that we have started with this mission midterms, a new series. Good evening, Gurkirpal. Hey, Kishri, Muskan. I'm doing good, thank you. My voice is different. Why? How come? Maybe because I think I've been taking back-to-back sessions. That's the reason, but although my throat is absolutely fine, yes. Completing the square, okay. Good evening, Bishal. Doing good. Hi, Utkarsh. Good evening, Vyom Veda. Excited for the session? Yes, as always, I am excited too. So, how many of you are actually already done with quadratic equations? Yeah. Hi, Shakti, Elizabeth. I can see that many students are joining in. Yes. You're at 4.4. So you have the basic idea of the chapter. How are you liking finding the word problems and all? Yes, Guransh, Bishal, Ashish, Manimala, yes. Hi Akshay. Ashish, word problems are easy. How many of you find word problem easy? Thank you, Vyom Veda. I thought you are new here, or I think, but you've already seen my sessions. Maybe you're coming up first time for the live. You have completed but have doubts. RD, okay. Little tricky. What else? मैम मैं बटन नहीं लगा रहा हूँ. सब टीचर्स अच्छे हैं बट आप सबसे अच्छे हो. अच्छा टेल मी इन हाउ लाइक कितने सेशंस में जाके सेम बात बोलते हो? सब टीचर्स अच्छे हैं बट आप सबसे अच्छे हो. मार्वल शॉट्स. आई एम नाउ यूजिंग देम विद देयर फ्रेंड्स. ओके. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So you find this chapter, I would say, mostly people are saying this is easy, not very difficult. Nice chapter. Word problems are easy. All right, all right. So before we start, so you all know that quadratic equations in one shot means in this one session, we will be covering all the concepts that we have in this chapter. Isn't that great? Wow, thank you, Muskan. Oh, thank you, Innovative 26. Thank you, everyone. So, in just one session, the entire lesson would be completed. But what I want from you is, be ready with your notebooks and pens. Before we start, you should be ready with everything so that you solve along with me. If you know the answers, obviously you will be ahead of me while I'm explaining. So, the students who know it, they can do a quick revision with me. The students who have doubts or who are not done with it, they can understand here, they can ask their doubts. So, that's the advantage of a live session, you see. Yes, Guransh, we know that. You have the idea of the chapter. Ready with book? Ready with notebooks and pens? Yes? Yes, Priyanshu. Elizabeth, Innovative 26 says he's ready. Yes, who else? Come on, everyone. It's a live session, right? It will only be interactive and you are interactive. Yes, ready, discriminant. Thank you, Priyanshu. Gitika, ready, singing with soul. Danny, Rishita, Guransh. Yes, that's nice. Now I'm liking it. Yes, everyone. All right. So before we start, I think you all are aware of our new series, Mission Midterms, which has started today. Our target is to achieve 100%. Yes, to ace the examinations. And for that, we need to have a plan. So what is the next 45-day plan for us? So basically, first of all, subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Meghila. Lot many new people I could see here today. Quickly subscribe to the channel, everyone. And what all we can expect here in the next 45 days. Complete chapter revision with notes. One-shot marathons would be there. Mock test, complete chapter quiz, exam-focused important questions, math formula sheet, doubt-solving session, exam strategy session. So many things we are going to cover. Yes? Yes, math syllabus. It's that only. Yes, Muskan. All right. So let's get started. But before that, I'm sure, obviously, we are preparing for this because we have a goal in our mind. What is the goal? Maybe some of you might want to become a doctor, some of you might want to be an engineer. So for that, you are at the right place, I would say. So here we will help you take your first step. So we are conducting ANTHE, that is Akash National Talent Hunt exam. Registration is absolutely free. Link is there in the description. Quickly go and register for it. Best thing is you can know your potential at the all India level, because students from all over the India would be competing with you. They will be giving this exam. You can get up to 100% scholarship. You can also win a trip to NASA and cash rewards as well. Yes, this chapter is in grade 10th. Not in grade 9th, not in grade 9th. No, in grade 9th we have polynomials, we have linear equations, but not quadratic equations actually. Okay, Innovative 26. The online exam kahan hoga kya hai? It's online. So online exam means you can sit anywhere and give the exam, right? So it's conducted once a year. Online is from 15th November to 13th one. Offline is 6th to 13th November. And that's the convenience I think you have. And you can see that so many students have got such good ranks. They also gave this exam, ANTHE, and they got AIR 1, AIR 2, 3, like this, such amazing ranks in NEET, JEE Mains and JEE Advanced. Ma'am, I want to ask that how many chapters will be complete in 45 days. So don't worry, I'll tell you the strategy because we did a strategy session for 6 to 8 graders. I'll come up with that for 9 to 10th graders as well, so that you have a clear idea like what all we will be covering, right, in the next 45 days, so that you can also plan accordingly, right? Because we need to have a concrete plan with us. Yes. All right. And something very interesting is coming up your way. 14th August 2022. Trust me, this date will change your life. But we will be announcing this on 7th August. Right now, I'm not going to reveal anything. Yeah? No, Google, it's not going to be that easy. Nice question, Disha. How to end the confusion between linear and quadratic? Everything, whatever confusions you have in your mind, that will be cleared. No, I can't speak Telugu. I don't know that. Yes, Muskan, I'm not going to reveal it. You know that. Even if you ask me, oh my God, again a new surprise. Yes, we keep coming up with some interesting surprises every week, isn't it? All right. So I think let's not waste any more time here. Let's get started. Yes. Correct. Also by the hard work of the students. Absolutely. Do you know a new person over here? Yes. What is your real name? Interesting. All right. Are we all ready? Yes. Quickly, come on. Give me thumbs up, smileys. Some nice emojis in the chat if we all are set to start the session. Yes, everyone. Interesting. Yes, indeed. Yes, Danny. It's not a Menti. We are covering entire quadratic equations in one session. Lots of thumbs up, smileys I can see here in the chat. Wow. No Kishri. It's not a Menti. Yes, Utkarsh, Gopi, Akshay, Pirate, Megla, Shakti. Yes, everyone. Wow. I can see your excitement in the chat. Good evening, Tanvi, Nishita. All right. Elizabeth, Sonali, Rinki. Be ready with your notebooks and pens because we have to solve the questions together. Yes. We have to learn this chapter in just 1 hour. We are going to cover the entire chapter very nicely so that once the session is over, all the concepts that we have in quadratic equations, that should be crystal clear in our mind. Yeah? You know the surprise. Okay, we will end Innovative 26. We will ask you at the end of the session then. All right, let's get started then. So, to understand the quadratic equations, let's consider a scenario. So here, there's a marks mystery going on. You can see this teacher and this little kid. So teacher is asking, how much did you score in the test? Kid says, maths test score and the English one. Well, he says, my score in math is 5 more than that in English and the product of these scores is 150. What kind of a kid he is? Right? If somebody asks you how much did you score in the test, do you ever tell your marks this way? Yeah? Or you straight away tell, this is what I've got in maths, this is what I've got in English, this is what I've scored in Hindi or whatever. Isn't it? So this kid is a little, kuch mystery chal raha, kuch alag hi chal raha hai yahan par. Now, take a look at this. Take a look at this question. Let's try to, so twisted. Straight away we tell them, itne marks aaye hain. Right? या नहीं अच्छे नहीं आए हैं बेकार आए हैं जो भी है right? Says Ramya's score in maths is 5 more than her score. If the product of these scores is 150, Find her scores in English and math. मैम अगर अच्छा है तो आ जाए तो बता देता हूँ, नहीं तो yeah, I got it. Yeah. So see, now we have to decode this thing. Ramya's score in maths is 5 more than her score in English. We don't know what the score in maths is, what the score in English is, but the product of the scores is 150. Let's find her scores in English and math. Very nice, Muskan. All right, Shakti, don't worry. So, Muskan says English will be y and math will be y plus 5. Okay, let's assign variables to them. Let's say that the marks in English, yes, is x. Let's say marks in English is x. So marks in maths is going to be what? That's going to be x plus 5. Why? Because the question says marks in maths is 5 more than her score in English. See, the best way to frame equations from any mathematical statement is, I'll tell you, you can't say it's a trick, but it's basically an approach that we use. And I used to use the same approach when I was in school or when I was in college. Same approach I've been using for the past so many years. Trust me, it works on every kind of question, whether it's a simple one, it's a trickier one. If English score is x, math would be x plus 5. Just do the literal translation, word by word translation of the statement. If the product of these scores is 150, question says product of the scores. That means product of both the scores of English and maths, that's 150. So that means, think of the numbers, what this could be. Yes, that would be, if this is 10, so that's going to be 15. That's the only possible combination. So if English marks are 10, that means score in maths is going to be 15. So now she says, okay, you've got 10 in English and 15 marks in math. She says, yes, you're right, teacher. Simple one, right? It's easy to decode the statement this way. But she says, how did you do this? By understanding the quadratic equation. That's what we need to do here. Correct. So this is what? This ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. This is nothing but that's a quadratic equation. Disha asked me in the beginning of the session, I think Disha, that was you who asked me, ma'am, what is the difference between a linear and a quadratic equation? So quadratic, this word quad means basically 2, right? This quadratic means 2 basically. This basically talks about the degree. If the highest power of the variable in the polynomial is 2, we call it a quadratic equation. But if the highest power of the variable is 1, that means the degree is 1, we call it linear. Disha, I hope your doubt is clear. If the degree is 2, that is quadratic. If degree is 1, it's linear. Keyboard ka X अच्छा नहीं था इसलिए Y. But that's okay. Still, it is going to be quadratic. Yes? Correct, Elizabeth. Yes, Disha, clear. Highest power 2. Highest power means degree in mathematical terms, right? So we call it quadratic. Okay. This is the standard form, right? And A should not be equal to 0. Can anybody tell me why A can't be 0? Why do we have this restriction over here? See, in maths, there is always a reason behind something, right? Why this restriction? Yes, why A not equal to 0? Yes, Yash, hello, I think you have now joined. Arjun, this is clear. I want answers from you. But in linear equations also the quadratic equations are there. Gopi, I tell you this thing. At times there are questions wherein you have to assume, basically, wherein you will be using 2 variables in the beginning, but later on you can convert that in quadratic. Finally, I think, is that what you are trying to ask? Yes? If degree is 2, it will be quadratic only. It can't be linear. Yes, why A can't be 0? Because if A is 0, think about it. If A over here is 0, that means what? That means this ax square over here, that would be 0x square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Something multiplied by 0 is 0 only. This entire term becomes 0. I'm left with bx plus c only. Now this is not quadratic. It becomes a linear equation. Why? Because the highest power of the variable over here is 1. We have a restriction, correct? If A becomes 0, the answer becomes 0? No, Arathi. It's not that. If A becomes 0, this will become linear. It will no more be quadratic. Correct, Meghla. It will be linear equation. Yes, I hope this is clear. Any doubts? Yes, Elizabeth, absolutely. See, the concept should be clear first of all, right? We need to understand the basic concept over here. Why we have this restriction here. Why the graph of quadratic looks like this. Ax square becomes 0. We won't say it cancelled, it becomes 0. No doubt, yes. Becomes linear. Got it, Adnan? Danny, Yash? Yes, if A becomes 0, then it becomes a linear equation. Correct. Shakti, linear. Don't worry. Linear equation chapter, we will be doing that as well. Again, the entire chapter we'll be completing one more time. Though it is already done, but still I'll come up with one short session as well. Yes? No doubts? Okay, let's move ahead. Now here we know that A can't be 0. We have understood the reason. We can see this example, 4x square plus 3x plus c, 3x square plus x plus 6. These are all examples of quadratic. Look at this graph over here. You can see this U-shaped graph. It is called a parabola. Whenever we talk about a quadratic equation, it has U-shaped graphs. It's called parabola in mathematical terms. Here also you can see a U-shaped graph. This is also a parabola. Yes. Any doubts still here? Yes, Priyanshu, you're right. This is a quadratic equation only. Not hyperbola, Bishil. Don't get confused. Hyperbola is different. This is a parabola. Not hyperbola. Don't get confused with different terms. Here we are talking about quadratic. Yes. Clear? Disha, no doubt. Harish, hi. Yash, parabola. Yes, Utkarsh. I think this is clear to everyone. All right, let's move ahead then. Now let's talk about quadratic equation and its standard form. You all know that quadratic equation is of the form ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. For the graph structure, yes, Bishal. For the graph structure, that was parabola only. We'll not call that hyperbola. Yes, hyperbola is different. Hyperbola, you learn about that in grade 11th, not in grade 10th. Don't worry about that. Yes, Sony. 0 means it becomes a linear then. Shrestha, I think you now joined. Lot many people are now joining. Yes. Vishal, the students will get confused. That's why I'm not discussing other things now. Yeah. Okay, so let's stick to these things first. So x square plus bx plus c equal to 0, that's an equation, quadratic equation, where a, b and c are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. We have learned thing. This is a quadratic equation and this is the standard form. By standard form, I mean, you see that it is written everything on the left side. Second thing, look at the powers. First, there is a power 2, then there is a power 1, and then there is no variable. There is a constant. It has to be in a proper order, right? Standard form means the right order of writing an equation. Yes, Jayesh, Bishal. Yes, King Gaming. Clear. Lot many people are now joining. Thank you, Bishal. Correct. Decreasing order of power, you can remember this way. Right, Ronak? Great. Look at some examples of quadratic equations. 2x square minus x plus 10 equal to 0. You can see that this is the... Yes, Priyanshu, I've answered to your question. That is a quadratic equation. Y square plus 1 upon y equal to 2. It is quadratic. Ma'am, x and y is also the power. Shakti, I'm not able to understand your question. X and y is also the power. Yash, what Yash is writing, ax plus by plus c, Yash, that is linear equation in two variables. That is not a quadratic equation. Yes, Priyanshu, y square. Priyanshu, you are asking y square plus 1 upon y equals to 2. Is this a quadratic equation? Yes, it is. Yes. Any other doubts? Like we have this example, 7x square minus 6 equals to 4. So let's take it everything on one side. 7x square minus 6 minus 4 equal to 0. Now I can call it quadratic. Like we have this, let's write it in the standard form. Minus x square first plus 5x. You can see that I'm considering their signs as well. Okay, Priyanshu, why this is quadratic? Let's take this to the other side. Okay, we have a very good question that Priyanshu is asking, that y square plus 1 by y equals to 2. Will this be a quadratic equation? So let's take this y to the other side. It's going to be y square plus 1 equals to 2y. Now let's take 2y on the other side. It's going to be y square minus 2y plus 1 equal to 0. Can we call this a quadratic equation? Disha, I think I've answered to your question. If it is a fraction, will it be quadratic? You will have to solve it and check. Correct? We'll have to solve it. King Gaming, x square plus 5x. Yes, it is quadratic because you have to see that the degree has to be 2. The highest power has to be 2. Tanishka, Elizabeth, Muskan, Bishal. Yes. Ma'am, standard form written in the form of sequence of power, like power from higher one. Yes, that's the standard form and everything on the left side. Correct. Priyanshu, same thing. Okay. Now you're asking another question we have. Let's try this out. Yes, Bishal, we can write x square minus 5x You are taking minus sign common, that can be done. It's like Priyanshu is asking x plus 1 by x equals to 2. Can we call this quadratic? No. Let's see that. You take this x to the other side. You have x plus 1 equal to 2x. Now everything on one side. What will I get? I think this will not be visible. Sorry. Okay, so here it's going to be x minus 2x. Is this color visible? Equals to 0. That's going to be minus x plus 1 equal to 0. You see, it is linear. Here highest power of the variable is 1. It is not quadratic. So every time when you come across such questions, please simplify this and check. At the end, what you need to understand is, if the highest power, the degree is 2, it is quadratic. If degree is 1, it is linear. Yes? I hope this is clear now. No doubt still here. Priyanshu, even if you multiply both sides by x, on the left side, x and x will cancel out. Still, you will end up getting the same result. It will still be linear. Doesn't matter. Thank you, Susan. I hope this is clear. Clear? Yes, everyone. Come on, give me thumbs ups in the chat. Clear. Meghla says clear. Disha, Elizabeth, King Gaming. Yes. If you have any doubt, please post that in the chat. Clear. All right. Sandil, Yash. Yes, the definition is, yes, Yash, an equation of the form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a, b, c and real numbers, they have to be real. A not equal to 0, we have understood the restriction. Then it is called a quadratic equation. Yes? This is clear? Understood? Thank you. Great. Pranavi, which one? Priyanshu, you are saying you want to multiply this on both sides. Yes, that's what you are saying. If I multiply, okay, I'm just removing this example here. If I write down here, you are saying x plus 1 by x equals to 2. Priyanshu is saying, ma'am, if we multiply both sides by x, what is going to happen? Will it still be quadratic? X and x gets cancelled out. We have x plus 1 equal to 2x. Again, I'll take variables on one side. Yes, everything on one side. Again, minus x plus 1 equal to 0. It is still linear. It is not quadratic. Yes. Pranavi, his question was y square plus 1 upon y. I mean, y was under both of them. Not 1 by y, it was under both of them. If it is under both of them, it will be quadratic. Yes. But if it is, okay, let's take this question also, so that your confusion should not be there. Y square plus 1 by y equals to 2. If it is this thing. Obviously, first, if I try simplifying this, I'll be taking the LCM. That's going to be y cube plus 1 equals to 2y. This is not quadratic, it is cubic. Correct? Yes, Priyanshu. Left side x doesn't have denominator. I'm using the same question, Priyanshu, that you said. X plus 1 by x equals to 2. Yes, this is quadratic, Yash. Yes, it will be quadratic. You just have to look at the highest power. Highest power of the variable is 2, so we will call it quadratic. I think we have used different examples. Now it's getting confusing because somebody is using some other example, somebody using some other example. Yes. Circled one, that's cubic, correct, Bishal? The circled one is cubic, it is not quadratic. Priyanshu is saying if x is alone on left side and doesn't have denominator. You are saying if this is the equation, Priyanshu, just confirm if this is the equation that you are asking for, x plus 1 equals to 2. Is that what you are saying? X plus 1 equals to 2. So here, if you see in the very beginning, this is anyways linear. If you convert this, this is anyways linear. It's not quadratic. Why do you have to multiply both sides by x and then check it? Alright, so I hope this is clear to everyone. No doubt still here? Yes? Alright. 1 half denominator as x. Is that the question? This one? Let's take LCM. If you are taking the LCM, x square plus 1 equals to 2x, it is quadratic. I hope I have understood your question. Alright. Yes, I answered that, Priyanshu. 1 has denominator x. Alright, let's move ahead now. So we talked about quadratic equations, we talked about their standard form, right? So when we talk about the standard form of a quadratic equations, look at these ones, like 2x square minus x plus 10 equals to 0, this. If I have to write their standard forms, that's going to be what? 2x square minus x plus 10 equal to 0, everything on left side. 7x square minus 6x minus 5, and here it's going to be x square minus 5x minus 2. Can you all observe this thing? We have taken minus sign common, and now the signs have changed. Yes? Any doubts in the third one? I hope, because you were asking the third one in the previous slide also. Is this clear? Yes? Bishal clear? Yes, Danny? King killer? It's not like that. Yes, Muskan? Muskan, you have a doubt. So here what we are doing is, I have to convert this into standard form. Okay. First, I'll simply write, you know that, powers in the degrees. Minus x square plus 5x plus 2 equal to 0. Now this has got a minus sign with it. I want to remove it. How can I remove it? I'll take minus sign common from the entire quadratic equation. The moment you take minus sign common, whatever signs each of these terms have got, it's going to get reversed. It's going to get changed. This will become positive, 5x will become negative, 2 will become negative, and we have 0. So simply answer would be x square minus 5x minus 2 equals to 0. Yes. So in general form, ideally it can be Meghla. It's not incorrect, but still in general form, we generally specify it in such a way. Yes. Multiply by minus will also work. Some people are saying multiply with minus. That is also correct. Yes. Minus root 2 scientific enthusiast. It's not a real root. Minus sign is inside the root. That's a complex root. So that is not possible. A, B, and C have to be real numbers. Yes. Exactly. Whenever a negative sign is out of the bracket, every sign inside, without thinking, you just have to change it. Just reverse it. Yes, prompt insan, I do remember. Yes. All right. Let's move ahead now. Muskan is reminding him, ma'am, half an hour is over. You have to finish the session. Come on, hurry up. Yeah. All right. So let's try out some questions. Now you give me the answer. Write the quadratic equation x square equal to x by 7 minus 2 in the standard form. Just you are given a quadratic equation. You have to write that in standard form. First, I want answers from you. Come on. You give answers first, then I'll discuss it. Yet, what's the answer going to be? Yes. Hello, Tarun. I think you have now joined. Yes, everyone. Danny, that's, you have taken everything on one side. So fraction is there. Yes. This is the standard form for a quadratic equation, right? We have this equation here. So that's going to be, let's simplify this. I want the simplified. Yes, Muskan. Muskan is giving the simple. Yes, Susan. I need the last simplified answer. Yes, Srinivas. Yes, you have taken everything on one side, but simplify this. That's going to be 7x square minus x plus 14 equals to 0. Minus 7x, how come you're getting 7x? Who is saying? Yes, Priyanshu. It won't be 7x, it's going to be minus x. Yes, Bishal, Danny. You can go for anyone, prompt insan, but if you love maths, you like solving questions, go for RD in that case. There are a lot of questions you would come across, a lot of unsolving questions as well. Shrestha, yes, Devu, your answer is correct. Shrestha, you have to give the proper simplified final answer. Gitika, it's not correct. You are saying x square. It's 7x square. Okay, I think we have a confusion here. Let's take everything. So here we have got 7. We have x square. I'm just showing it to you. X by 7 minus 2. Let's take LCM here. I have x square equal to 7. This is x minus 14. Let's multiply this to the other side. Before this step, you cannot multiply it. I hope you all know that. So that's going to be 7x square equal to x minus 14. Let's take everything on one side. Signs will change and you get the final equation. Yes, Srinivas, till now we just talked about what a quadratic equation is and what is the standard form. Clear? Great. Let's move ahead to the next one. Check whether x plus 2, x minus 2 equal to x times x minus 3 is a quadratic equation or not. Just like you were asking me questions, ma'am, is this quadratic? Is this not quadratic? Solve this first, right? Simplify both the sides. Take everything on one side. Then tell me, is this a quadratic equation or not? Nishu is saying it is not. How come, Nishu, you solved it so quickly? Pushpa says yes. ZT King Killer, yes. Danny, simplifying. Great. Yes, Muskan. I want everybody to solve this. Please don't do it mentally. Vishal says no. Let's solve LHS. Let's solve RHS. Correct, Disha. You're right. This is the identity that we can use. A square minus B square. That's going to be, left side would be x minus 4. Right side would be x square minus 3x. X square will get cancelled out. Now you can clearly say that, ma'am, it's simple. We don't have highest power 2 here. 3x minus 4 is equals to 0 it is linear because the highest power of the variable is 1. It's not 2. It is not a quadratic equation. Yes? Thank you, prompt insan. What is your real name? Butter lagate hue. Simple one. Correct? It was a simple equation, right? X square got cancelled. Yes, x square got cancelled, Muskan. Absolutely, it got cancelled. And we got 3x minus 4 equals to 0. It is linear. Yes, Neha? I hope this is clear to everyone. Correct, linear will come, not quadratic, right, Disha? It is not a quadratic equation. That's the final answer is. Yes? Shall we move ahead? Crystal clear. Great. Let's move to the next one. Now, till now we saw how to write a quadratic equation in a standard form, right? How to check it. Now let's see how to solve the quadratic equation. When we say solving, basically we're finding out the solution to it. And there are two ways to do that. One is by factorization, middle term splitting method that you use. Another is quadratic formula, something new for us this year. So I know that there are 3 methods in your book. Completing the square method is also there. That is deleted. So that's why it is not included in this session. Alright, so let's discuss the factorization method first. Okay, we are using a very simple equation over here. That is x square minus 6x plus 8 equal to 0. I hope we all know how to split the middle term. Yes? Okay, so what do? This is the equation that I had. So here nothing is written, that means it's 1. We multiply the terms. First we write them in a standard form. Then we multiply the terms, the constant term and the coefficient of the first term. We multiply them. What do we get? We get positive 8. Let's write down the factors of 8. That's going to be 4 times 2, 8 times 1. No other factor is possible. And I should get positive 8. Now, on multiplying, I need positive 8. But on subtracting or adding, I need minus 6. Out of these two pairs, which one can we pick? So that I get minus 6 on adding or subtracting, but on multiplying I get plus 8. Obviously, that's going to be 4 and 2. So minus 4x minus 2x. Lot many people make a mistake here. Please be careful. You have to consider the signs as well. So both of them are going to be negative. Let's take common from consecutive terms. So from x square and 4x, I can take x common. I'll have x minus 4 inside. Here, I tell you one thing. I know that some of you might know it. You might not be making errors here, but I've seen a lot many students who make errors here. Whenever there is a negative sign or a positive sign, doesn't matter, just copy the sign here. Copy the same sign. From 2x and 8, we have 2 common. So what is left inside? Obviously x. Now since there is a negative sign outside the bracket, what did I tell you a couple of minutes before? Sign inside the bracket will change. That means this positive sign will now become negative. Trust me, just remember these small things. You can always jot down somewhere because these are such small things where students generally make mistakes and you do it, you don't even realize it. Yash is asking, can we not take minus 3x minus 3x? Yes, there is a reason. On multiplying, we need positive 8. Minus 3x and minus 3 will not give me positive 8 on multiplication. You have to consider both the things. Yes, Yash, I hope your doubt is clear. Whenever you have a number, write that with the sign. Make factors of it, whichever are the possible ones, and then see. Is this possible? Applying it on both the conditions? Yes, Priyanshu. Can we multiply to make it quadratic? See, whatever, you can do that, but whatever operation we are applying, it has to be applied on both the sides. So trust me, if it is linear, it will still remain linear only. I'll tell you how to make word problems easy. Today we will see that. Yes, Srihari, this is simple. What do? I can see here many students have doubts in the factorization method. First, we write them in a standard form. That is our first step. Second step, we multiply the extreme terms. 8 times 1 is positive 8. It is positive 8. But What are the factors of 8? That's going to be 4 times 2, 8 times 1. Only 2 factors possible, right? Out of these 2 factors, which one can I pick? So that on subtracting and adding, I get minus 6. 8 and 1, if you add them, you get 9. If you subtract them, you get 7. But 4 and 6 are the factors which on adding will give you 6. Word problems are headache. Sri Hari, I hope it is clear now. Yes? But still, Priyanshu, if you keep solving it further, it will still give you the same result. You can try it with questions. Yes. So then we take common. We can see that both the brackets are same. If both the brackets are exactly same, that means we are going correct. Next step would be x minus 2, x minus 4 equals to 0. So you have the 2 factors. Now the roots would be 2 and 4. You just have to equate them to 0. Understood? Yes, Sri Hari. Pirate, Megla. Yes, everyone. This is clear. Come on, thumbs up, smileys. This is a live session. Yeah. We don't have to sleep. We have to be really active, really energetic. Anant, which language? Yes, Dhruv, Priyanshu, Elizabeth, understood, Vanilla, Danny, Sneha. We can't say that algebraic expression is different thing. Quadratic equation is different thing. Equation means when you get something to when there is an equal to sign and after that there is something, then it becomes an equation. If there is nothing after the equal to sign, there is no equal to sign, it's an expression. Great. Yes, now you all seem energetic. Before the session, you always say, we are so excited. But what happens? What happens to you during the session? Where does that excitement go away? Yes, Srinivas, Sri Hari, everyone. All right, great. Let's move ahead to the next question. Again, we will be using the factorization method. Find the roots of the equation x square plus 5x plus 6 equal to 0 by factorization. Now try this out. Correct, Yash. After solving the bracket, you get the equation back. That's the beauty of mathematics. If you start reversing from the last step to the, backward direction, if you start going, you will again end up getting the same question that you had, the same equation. Crystal clear like diamond. Wow. Find the roots of this. Now, this is already in the standard form. First thing that we have to check, first step. Then we multiply the extreme coefficients, terms, whatever you say. So this is positive 6. Let's make the factors of 6. That's going to be 2 times 3, 6 times 1. Only 2 factors. Out of these 2 pairs, which one is going to give me positive 5 on adding or subtracting? Obviously, that's going to be 3 and 2. Yes. Manishri, all right. Minus 6 and 1, are you giving me the final answer what it is? These are the possible factors. Let's make the equation then. X square plus 3x plus 2x plus 6 equals to 0. Right? And then let's take common from consecutive terms. X plus 3, x plus 2, minus 3 and minus 2 are the final roots of the equation. Yes, very nice. Priyanshu, Ronak, Shrivani, Danny. Yes. Pragyanand Mishra. Innovative 26. Sarita is saying minus 6, positive 1. We cannot pick up this pair, Sarita. Reason being, if you take this pair, you will subtract them, minus 6 and positive 1. Minus 6x, let me just clear this confusion. I've seen many students making this error. Minus 6 and positive 1x plus 6 equal to 0. This gives you minus 5x on solving. We need positive 5x. Yes, I can see that some students are saying, why can't you take 6 and 1? Why are you taking 3 and 2 only? I need positive 5. Yes? And on multiplying, I need positive 6. So let's suppose if I pick up this pair. Okay, let's clear this confusion first. Plus 6x minus 1x plus 6. On multiplying, what do they give you? They give you minus 6x square. You need positive 6x square. Yes? Yes, okay, you like that, Innovative 26. This is clear? Whomsoever had this doubt? Sri Hari, I hope this is clear. Why not plus 6x and minus 1x? I know that students who are clear with this, they want me to move on to the next one. But let others also understand it. Yes, let's clear their confusion first. Yes, Danny, it is indeed easy. This is clear. Sri Hari, I think somebody else was also asking this thing. Ma'am, why not positive 6 and minus x? Shrivani, clear? Yes. Great, Priyanshu. All right, everyone. Let's move ahead now. Let's move to the next method by quadratic formula. New method, trust me. This method you can use, I'll tell you. Generally, if you ask me, ma'am, which method would you prefer if you had to solve the questions, I'll go with the factorization one, right? But if you see the digits are big in the quadratic equation, try, I would say, avoiding this method because it's calculative. But still, let's understand this. Then you can see whichever method you feel is convenient for you, is working better for you. Wow, thank you, Meghla. It means a lot. I know, Yash, to text an equation, it's actually terrible, you know, typing on the, it's actually difficult, typing on the keyboard, on the phone pad. Yes, all right. Standard form is ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, a not equal to 0. We know that. Let's first see where this method is coming from, right? This quadratic formula. So let's divide with a on both the sides. On right side, there is 0. Doesn't matter if I write a or not. So let's divide each one of them with a. So a. Here also we are dividing with a only. So 0 by a will remain 0 only. That's why it is not written. Why am I dividing with a? Because I do not want anything with x square. Okay, so let's divide everything with a. What will I get? This will get cancelled out. I'll be getting x square plus bx, b by ax plus c by a equals to 0. Okay, now carefully see the step. Now what I'll do is, I have to make whole square formula here. To do that, yes, ya is divided because I want to remove everything. Whatever is written with x square, I have to remove that. Trust me, what you are seeing here, this derivation, it is nothing but that's actually the method that we use in completing the square method, but that is deleted in this year's syllabus. So we will not be using that. Correct, Disha, it's a part of completing the square. Okay, so here what I'm going to do is, what is the coefficient of x here? That's b by a. Take the half of it. Take the half of it. Half of it would be b by 2a. Makes sense? Take the square of it. That's b by 2a whole square. Now I'll add this square here. I'll subtract this square here. And also I cannot make changes like this. So what I'll do here is, I'm multiplying this b by a over here. Let me just write with a different color. I'm multiplying this by 2 and I'm dividing this by 2. Make sense? I cannot just apply one thing. Whatever operation you are applying, if I'm multiplying, I'll have to divide as well. So I'm multiplying here by 2. Understand this thing. So I'll divide as well by 2. And I'm adding b by 2a whole square, so I'll have to subtract as well. Basically, whatever we do, whatever operation we apply here, we apply its reverse as well. So that it doesn't make any difference to the actual equation. Muskan, currently, basically we are talking about quadratic formula. That's what we are trying to derive here. But the method that I'm using, it is basically completing the square. Yes. Completing the square method, that is deleted. Okay. So what I've done here is, some students are again asking, not Dharmacharya, Shriddhacharya's method. Amna Mazhar Ali, Shriddhacharya's rule. That's Shriddhacharya's rule. Yes. So here, what I'm doing is, I'm multiplying this by 2, so I'm dividing by 2 also. Same operation, multiplication hai, so division should also be there. And I'm dividing this by 2, I'm taking square of it and adding and subtracting the square of it in the equation. Same operation. Now carefully observe this. Observe this, what it is forming. It has x square, it has b by 2a whole square, it has 2 times b by 2a times x. It's nothing but that's x plus b by 2a whole square. Correct, Ronak? Yes. Yes, we are doing this because we have to make a complete square. We are trying to derive a formula. Ma'am, will derivation come in board? Students are asking here. No, derivation will not be asked, but we are just understanding where this is actually coming for. We are not trying to mug up anything here. Why you want to ask this, Meghla? Yeah, why this question? And if you simplify this, you get b square minus 4ac by 4a square. Derivation will not come. I'm just helping you understand where this is coming from. Okay, now, can I do one thing? Can I take the square root of this thing and put a square here so that it doesn't make any difference to it? Square and root anyways cancels out. Correct? Rest everything is same. Now, we get this. It is nothing but a square minus b square. That's a plus b, a minus b. So we have here, a plus b, a minus b. And this part is same in both of them. I can say minus b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. What is this? This is nothing but that's your quadratic formula. Yes, this is the quadratic formula. Don't worry. Yes, completing the square is deleted. Don't worry about that. Now I have the same equation. I'll try solving this equation using the quadratic formula. Although this method is calculative, but still, let's try putting it. What is A here? What is A here? A is nothing. A is going to be 1. What is B here? B is going to be minus 6. Compare it with the general form of the quadratic equation. What is C here? C is going to be 8. Let's put everything in this formula. What do you get? Minus of minus 6 plus minus square root of 6 square minus 418 upon 2 times 1. Yes? Oh, internet is not working good. Yeah, Innovative 26. Correct, correct. Is this clear? Minus minus becomes positive. This is 36 minus 32 by 2. Let's simplify this. You are going to get the value of the roots 4 and 2. Tell me if you have any confusions, any doubts. See, you don't have to worry about the derivation. That was just, I was just telling you where this is coming from. You just have to remember this formula though. Yes. And yes, everyone. Sarita, Yash, no doubt. This is clear? Yes, Meghla, Elizabeth, everyone. Yes, Arathi. So this is the formula that we derived from that previous derivation where we used completing the square method, right? Now here I have put every value of A, B, S, C of all the variables. Then we tried simplifying this and we get the final roots 4 and 2. All right, all right. Yes, Sarita, you can ask wherever you have a doubt. Since evening, people are guessing my age. Which chapter? Quadratic equations. Will it come for exams? Yes, quadratic formula is a part of your exams, but not the derivation. Derivation will not be asked. CBSE board doesn't, like in the syllabus, it's not mentioned. Derivations never come. You just have to learn their application. Completing the square method is deleted from this year's syllabus. That's wrong, Innovative 26. All right. 2 and 4. Starting of quadratic formula. Sarita, that was the derivation that you're asking. That was the derivation part. This is the formula. Quadratic formula. So, people who are confused with the derivation, I'm just giving you a quick, we'll just quickly revise it, right? What we are doing here is, first we divided the entire equation by A. Why? Because we did not want anything with A square. Because we are trying to frame a formula here. Right? A plus B whole square or A minus B whole square something. So what we did, you see the coefficient here of this x, that's B by A. Take the half of it, that's going to be B by 2A. Take the square of it, B by 2A whole square. Now add this, subtract this. If you are adding this, you will have to subtract it as well. Similarly, I multiplied this by 2, divided by 2. I'm doing it deliberately because I have to form a formula here. Yes, and on simplifying this, I get this thing. Now I can write this as square root of square because square root and square will eventually get cancelled out. So I'll be left with this thing and simplify this. Apply the identity here, which is A square minus B square. That's nothing but A plus B, A minus B. I'm using a simple identity over here. Come on, you're 10th graders. Yeah. On simplifying, you get the result finally. Now let's try out some questions on the quadratic formula. Let's see if we have understood this. Find the roots of the quadratic equation x square minus 3x minus 108 equals to 0 by using the quadratic formula. So, by using quadratic formula, this is the equation that I've got. First, I'll compare it with the general form of the quadratic equation, that is ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. On comparing, what do we get? What do we get? We get the values of a, b and c. A is going to be 1. B is going to be what? Minus 3 and C is going to be minus 108. Yes. So we have the value of A, B and C. This is the quadratic formula. Let's put it here. Minus minus sign will get cancelled out. Minus 3 square will be 9. And this on simplifying you get 3 plus minus square root of 441 by 2. So that means over here x is going to be equal to 3 plus minus 21 by 2. So one value is going to be x equal to 3 plus 21 by 2. Yes, another value is going to be x minus, I'm writing here, x equals to 3 minus 21 by 2. That will give you minus 9 and 12. Any doubt still here? Yes. ZT King Killer. Veeramani, triangles proof, don't worry. When we start with triangles, and we'll be discussing everything. Muskan, this is clear? Yes. Dhruv. 4.3 exercise. All right, all right. So I hope now this is clear, right? Quadratic formula method. I mean quadratic formula, how to apply it on the questions. Last part of getting roots. Yes, so here we have 3 plus minus square root of 441. What is the square root of 441? That's 21. So here we have plus and minus sign. So 3 plus 21 by 2, 24 by 2. That means 12. You have 12. 3 minus 21 by 2, minus 18 by 2. That's 18. Yes, any doubts? Yes, you will get the PDF of this session on the via Telegram. Clear? Yes, Shrivani. It is not possible. Why it is not possible? Overtaker Gaming. What is not possible? These values? Yes. Any doubts in this question? Devu, clear? No doubts? MS Abdullah, don't we have to find D here? Okay, you're still confused with this. See, this B square minus 4AC is nothing but that's B. That's D. D is nothing but that's B square minus 4AC. If you don't want to write square root of B square minus 4AC, you can write square root of D as well. That is also fine. All right, all right. Let's move ahead to the next question. So till now you saw the quadratic formula, like we just talked about B square minus 4AC, like somebody was saying. That's nothing but that's the discriminant. So the term which you saw inside the radical, inside the square root of a quadratic formula, that's nothing but that's the discriminant which is used to find out the nature of the roots. Here you saw this formula, correct? That's the quadratic formula. Here this B square minus 4AC is nothing but that's D, discriminant. It helps you to find out the nature of roots. So, in this case, I can write it this way also. Minus B minus root D. Instead of root B square minus 4AC, I'm writing root D upon 2A minus B plus root D upon 2A. Correct, Elizabeth? That's D. That's discriminant. So, here let's try out a question. The discriminant of the equation this is. What is the discriminant going to be? So, we know that these are A, B and C. Yes, D is going to be B square minus 4AC. Let's put everything here. What do we get? That's 4 minus 4, that's 0. Correct, Disha. That's right if it is greater than 0. Any doubts in this question? Overtaker Gaming. Correct, that's 0. No doubts. Yes, Srinivas, Muskan, Jaiswal, Ronak. Ronak, that's a different case. Yes. So here, now we will talk about this thing. Alright, so let's talk about the nature of roots. As I said, D helps us in finding out the nature of roots. If D is greater than 0, if it is positive, so it has two real and distinct roots, right? So minus B minus root D by 2A and minus B plus root D by 2A. You can see the graph, wherever it is intersecting the x-axis, that gives you the value of the roots. Yes. Correct, Disha, two real roots. Discriminate, it's not discriminate, it's discriminant. D is discriminant over here, Sarita. I had a doubt, root minus 1. Square will be equal to not defined. Gia, the doubt here is asking square root of minus 1. It is not a real root, it's a complex root. This is something else. Here in grade till grade 10th, we talk about the real numbers. We don't talk about complex numbers. That you will learn in grade 11th. Any doubts still here? Yes, anyone? Or shall I move ahead? Come on, give me thumbs up, smileys. That's the formula sheet, Muskan. All right. Let's move ahead to the next one. So here, next case is when D is less than 0. If it is less than 0, in that case, no real roots possible. It ends here because you can see that it is not intersecting x-axis. The graph is not intersecting on the x-axis here. That's why we say no real roots possible. Question ends there. You don't have to find out the roots in that case. And if D is equal to 0, what happens in that case? In that case, if D is equal to 0, think about it. If this is 0, so definitely x is going to be minus b plus minus 0 upon 2a. So x would be equal to minus b by 2a minus b by 2a. Correct? Two equal real and equal roots. Roots are going to be same. You can see that it is intersecting x-axis on the same point every time. So we say real and equal roots. Clear? Yes, everyone? Shivani, Devu, Yash, Muskan, Pari. No doubt still here. Shall I move ahead? Yes. I think this is clear to everyone. Yes, Ramesh, Yash, Innovative 26, Gitika. All right. Let's move ahead. So we talked about discriminant, that's b square minus 4ac. If no real roots are there, that means d is less than 0. If d is greater than 0, we say real and distinct roots are going to be there. If d is equal to 0, real and equal roots. Bharti, anti-syllabus, don't worry. We will make a video on that and we will tell you what the syllabus is. All right, now let's try out some questions. Find the value of k, values of k for which the quadratic equation 2x square plus kx plus 3 is equal to 0 has equal roots. Question is already specifying. Yash, discriminant was d, that is b square minus 4ac, that it has got equal roots. Now if it has equal roots, that means it is already specifying you that d is equal to 0. That's what equal root means, right? This is what we learned in the previous slide. Yes? If it has equal roots, d is not equal to 0. Now if d is not equal to 0, simply I know that d is nothing but that's b square minus 4ac. I'll equate this to 0. But for this, I need to know the value of a, b and c. Correct? Okay, let's find it out. Let's compare it with the general form of the quadratic equation, that is ax square plus bx plus c. Yes, Entech creativity. Am I going too fast? Yeah. Okay, so a is going to be 2, b is going to be k and c is going to be 3. Okay, we have the values of a, b and c over here. Yes, MS Abdullah, even I don't have an answer to it. Yes, Entech creativity. First tell me if this much part is clear. Yes. I can see answers in the chat. Slow. All right. So here we have A, we have B, we have C. What do we do now? Question says it has equal roots. Equal roots means discriminant. D would be 0. What is D? That's b square minus 4ac. Okay, let's put everything here. D is 0. That means b square minus 4ac. Let's put here k square minus 4 times 2 times 3. What do you get? K square minus 24 equal to 0. K square equal to 24. K would be plus minus 2 root 6. Any doubts? Any doubts still here? Yes, Dhruv, your answer is correct, but it has to be positive and negative both. Because whenever square moves to the next side, it becomes a root. Values are always in positive, negative both. Devu, any doubts? Yes, everyone. Quickly, thumbs up, smileys. Ramesh, no doubt. Math, it's in my genes. You think so? Completing the square. You want to learn completing the square method. So basically that derivation that I was using, that was nothing. It's basically the part of completing the square method only. But at the end, we needed that formula, that quadratic formula. This is clear? Yes, everyone? All right. So this was the last question of this quadratic equations. But still now, as I said, I will be discussing formula sheet as well at the end. So let's quickly take a look. All right. So we talked about two methods to solve a quadratic equation. One is factorization, another one is quadratic formula. Okay. Factorization method is nothing, that's middle term splitting method. So what do we do? This is the general form. What did I tell you? First you take the product of the extreme terms. That's AC, right? Like here it is 9x square minus 3x minus 2. Multiply 9 and 2. You get minus 18. Now we take the factors of this 18. Correct? That's going to be what? Minus 9 comma 2. Either this could be possible or minus 2 comma 9. What else? Minus 6 comma 3 or minus 3 comma 6. What else? Minus 18 comma 1 or 1 comma minus 18. All these are possible. But on adding and subtracting, I need minus 3. So which one of them is possible? That's going to be minus 6 and 3x. So 9x square minus 6x plus 3x minus 2 equal to 0. Then we take common from consecutive terms. We have 3x minus 2 plus 1, 3x minus 2. Brackets are same. So you get 3x minus 2, 3x plus 1 equal to 0. Equate them to 0. We have the roots now. Yes, Dhruv, you have a doubt. I know factorization may generally student face difficulties because see where you get stuck is you don't understand that on multiplying we need this, but we have to consider the another thing as well, that on adding and subtracting we need minus 3x. Consider signs as well. Yes. All right, it's okay, Gopi. Yeah, Muskan, so many sessions. Yes, I had today. Yes, you get confused in splitting. That's why I'm showing you each and everything. That first you split up, you make all the factors, then you pick up, start thinking which of these pairs will give me minus 3. That's a simple calculation, right? Don't worry, students. Session is about to end. Yeah? Yes, is this clear? When roots are present in the equation. Yes, you can try out such questions, and if you have any doubts, you can always post that in the Google form which we have attached in the description, right? So that was factorization method. Then we learned a new method, that is quadratic formula. We learned how to find it out. Roots are going to be minus b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Please, you can use this as well. X is equals to minus b plus minus root d upon 2a. That is also correct. D is nothing but that's b square minus 4ac. Yes? Yes, you show me some energy. Don't worry, my energy will increase 10 times then. Thank you, Muskan. One is alpha, one is beta. The roots one. Yes, you are linking with the polynomials. Yes, it happens. It does happen. That's why I keep sipping water. All right. And we learned, what did we learn? We learned that b square minus 4ac, right, has to be greater than equal to 0 in this condition. Only then you will get real and distinct roots if it is greater than equal to 0. So quadratic formula is used where factorization method is difficult to apply. I tell you thing, sometimes middle term splitting is not possible because there are equations where you get stuck. Then you can apply quadratic formula. But when you see that the digits are really big, try avoiding this method. It's very complicated. You might end up making mistakes, right? Next thing is nature of roots that we talked about. Discriminant helps us in finding out the nature of roots. Discriminant, it's not discriminate, it's equals to b square minus 4ac. Yes. So if it is greater than 0, we say we have real and distinct roots. Both the roots are going to be different. If it is equal to 0, real and equal roots are going to be same. Less than 0, no real roots, question ends there. Yes. That's the best part of this third condition because question ends there. You don't have to solve further. Yes, they are good friends. You find them in chemistry, physics, biology. Yes, chemistry, yeah, right. Other subjects too. All right, so that's it from my end. There is a homework question that you can try out after the session and then you can check how much you have understood. Find the roots of the quadratic equation 2x square plus 5x minus 4 equal to 0 by using the quadratic formula. Try this out and let us know your correct answer in the comment section after the session. And we have got you covered. This is something we always say. And this is Trisha Biswal. You are 10th graders. I'm expecting the same from you as well. She got 99.8% in her CBSE 10th board results. And these numbers you can see here, 23 students got above 99%, 927 between 95 to 99%, 1663 above between 90 to 95%, and 2600 plus above 90%. Counting is still going on. So like they made us proud, I'm sure that you will also make us proud. Session tomorrow, do we have or not? See, regarding the sessions and all, please, I would request you, please subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon. You would keep getting the notifications because I do not want you to miss any new updates from us. And there is a link for Telegram channel as well. You know that we have a dedicated Telegram community for 9th to 10th graders. And link is there in the description. Please join it. The best thing is you can ask your teachers anything live every 3 p.m. on Friday. Isn't that great? So homework poll quiz is going to be there. Participate in that and win special mentions and goodies from Byju's. Wow. Another chance to win goodies. Alright, so quickly hit the like button, share it with your friends and do not forget to subscribe the channel. Yes, lot many new people I can see here. UK Sports, ZT King Killer, Srinivas. Yes, everyone. Do subscribe the channel, share the video link with your friends also. Gitika, in your school groups as well. I'll see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.